If you're seeing this video, it probably means that you are in a season of growth or expansion or shifting. I don't know if you've experienced this, but I've been having emotional whiplash these last couple weeks where I can feel my past and my future kind of fighting. And so a lot of people will call this a timeline shift, or we're jumping timelines, or stepping into, branching into this new season. Or you just have some really big goals that you're ready for. You're ready to step into that next chapter. And I'm not going to pretend like I know everything about astrology, because I really don't. But a lot of people are talking about the fact that it's because we're in between two eclipses. I guess we just had a solar eclipse, and then we're about to have a lunar eclipse or something like that. I don't really know. But what I do know is people keep coming to me talking about how they feel this internal tug of war going on, and they feel off, and they feel like they're not where they're meant to be. And so if this found you, sounds like you're in the right place. If you're new here, who am I? I'm Alex Lynette. This is the Quantum Leap podcast. I am a podcaster, a writer, and an online coach. I have a background in business and psychology, and I've been studying quantum physics and manifestation and somatic practices and the chakras and so many other things that go along with that. But I help people step into their new identity with mindset work, rewiring their subconscious, being able to act in alignment with their future self, with their goals, overcome fear, overcome self-limiting beliefs that are holding them back from reaching their full potential. Whether that's starting or scaling a business, healthier relationships, bringing in love, abundance, money, finances, it doesn't matter. Even a dream body, it all starts with your mindset. How you view yourself, how you move through the world, how you think, how you speak, it all comes down to your subconscious. Your subconscious makes 90% of decisions for you. Your subconscious is running the show. So logically, you can say, I want to make 10K months. I want to scale my business. I want to go 100K months. I want to lose weight. I want to get married. I want to have kids. But the truth is, if your subconscious does not feel safe, if your nervous system does not feel safe, it will continue to choose a familiar hell over an unfamiliar heaven. So without even thinking, when you're triggered or you're overwhelmed or you're stressed or you're exhausted or whatever comes up, whatever life throws at you, when you don't feel safe, when you're in survival mode, your subconscious will pick that path of least resistance. Familiarity. These patterns, your external world, how you act, how you behave, is all in line with how you perceive yourself, the old identity that you had. So I help people implement change, behavioral change, find clarity in their goals. What is it that they want? Build a roadmap to get there by changing these beliefs and patterns and behaviors. So, with that being said, I want to talk about something really important. Most people think of life as a movie, right? Main character energy, you're the director, you're the writer, you're everything, right? Which I believe in. But the truth is, any movie that you've watched, it's a snippet, right? It's like a moment where the main character makes this big change and everything turns out happy ending. It's a year or a span of a few years or a relationship, right? It's just a piece of their whole life. It's not their whole life. So our lives are more like video games. Each time that you do something amazing, each time you reach a goal, each time that you learn something about yourself, each time that you're faced with a decision, we're going to the next level of the video game, right? Each level in and of itself is a movie. People think that you heal from childhood trauma, or you overcome procrastination or perfectionism, or you start posting on social media, you create a personal brand, you start making crazy money, you get the relationship, you get married, you have the kids, whatever, and it's like, it's over. No, that's the beginning. Life will keep lifing. It's going to keep throwing stuff at you. You're going to continue having lessons. You're going to keep continuing to have to look at yourself, to face yourself. Old triggers will come up. Old people will come up. The universe and source, God, energy, whatever you believe in, will bring these things back to you to test you, to see, are you ready? Are you ready to face these things in a different way? Are you ready to show up as a different person? And when you're manifesting, your energy is putting out there, it's bringing into existence what you are, which again comes from your subconscious and your nervous system. So when you're triggered again at some point and you overcome these things, or you have this lesson, or you have this big thing, this big win in your life, it doesn't stop you from feeling. Just because you heal, just because you grow, just because you win, just because you succeed, it doesn't mean you're never going to be angry again. It doesn't mean you're never going to feel fear again. It doesn't mean that those old patterns might come creeping up. So you could subconsciously attract some old things if you keep telling yourself those same stories. If your inner critic keeps coming up, they can come back around. But it's an opportunity to grow, to prove to yourself, I'm not the same person. This is your life that we're talking about. And ultimately, each level maybe gets a little bit harder, but you're not starting from scratch. You're starting with experience. So for example, most business owners have had different iterations of their business. I started out with a social media management company and content creation company. I hated it. I realized that what I actually enjoyed was the mindset work, was the deep conversations, was healing the inner child, was overcoming the visibility blocks, was facing the self-sabotage, was looking at why am I procrastinating, looking at why am I not charging enough for my clients. Why are you doing things this way? Oh, because I'm competing with this other person or this other business. Why do you even have a business? Some people are like, oh, well, I was trying to prove myself, or I was trying to get approval, or I was trying to make more money, or I was trying to do this for external circumstances, right? That is what I love to do. So call me a life coach, call me a business coach, whatever, but I'm a mindset coach. I help people reach their full potential. I help people manifest their dream lives. I help people identify what it is that they want and go full speed at it, and to be able to hold space and help you heal and walk through that. Because ultimately, this isn't something where you graduate, you feel better, and then like it's all like easy. Life is hard. Life will continue testing you. And so this is work that will carry on for the rest of your life. I think I've used this analogy before, but a plastic bag. If you stretch that plastic bag can never go back to the way that it was before. So patterns might come up, triggers might come up, but ultimately you have the skills and the tools to be able to work through it and handle it differently than the old version of you. And so I just wanted to let you know that right now, if you're feeling that timeline shift, if you're stepping into a new identity, if you are scaling your business, if you are in a transition phase or a growth phase, whether it be marriage or divorce or grieving the loss of someone or wanting to level up in your career, business ownership is not for everyone. Even if you're a corporate person who is self-sabotaging and you're not taking opportunities and you're not healing and you're not growing and you're not investing in yourself to be able to reach that next level. This isn't just for entrepreneurs. This isn't just for content creators. This isn't just for anyone. It's truly for everyone who wants to level up in their life, who's ready for that next chapter. So I say all this because if you're in that in-between phase, if you are branching into that next chapter, if you're facing something, right, the thing that you want, the thing that you're manifesting is on the other side of that fear. So think of this as just another level in the video game. I have my own levels. I've been very emotional these last few days, weeks, facing some old patterns that have been coming up for me, trying to pivot my business, trying to grow my business. Coaches, therapists, counselors, business owners, no one's perfect. No one has it all figured out. I promise you. I know a lot of business owners who are very, very successful, who are making 7 figures a year, who are the most miserable people I've ever met because it was a coping mechanism for them. They just dove all into their business, or they used it instead of alcohol or whatever coping mechanism people have to avoid their feelings. They just dove into work. Oh, I got to keep pushing. I got to reach this goal. I need to be better. I need to make more money, right? That goalpost keeps moving. The perfectionism, the hyperfixation. These are all patterns. I'm not here to tell people what they need to do or who they need to be. I help people look at where they are, what chapter, what level of the video game that they're on, where do they want to be, what is that dream life for them, because everyone's dream is different. Success looks different for everyone. I love creating content. I love my podcast. I love my blog. I love my coaching. I'm writing a book. I also have a workbook that's coming. I want to talk on stages. I want to do public speaking. I have so many plans in place. But to me, success looks different than other people. I want a business where I don't have to work 80 hours a week. I believe in work-life balance. For some people, they don't want that. They don't mind working so much. Or for some people, they just want a side hustle. Or for some people, it looks like making passive income to spend time with their family. Everyone is different. I'm not here to tell you what success looks like or what you should do. I can teach you from my experience and from my clients' experience, but all I know is I can help you build a roadmap between where you are and where you want to be. And that all starts with your mindset, how you think, how you speak to yourself, any self-limiting beliefs that are perpetually holding you back from stepping into that next level or that next chapter, and being able to change your subconscious and regulate your nervous system so it feels safe to do all of those big things, whatever it may be. Which brings me to my next point, is creation. I have been on this big journey, and well, first off, I want to say, not only has there been this timeline shift energy going on, right? Lionsgate portal, all that stuff. But if you don't live under a rock, then you know that the world is changing in general. This is the generation of people destroying generational trauma and generational curses. They're healing, they're growing. This is the creator economy. There's never been so many young millionaires in history, ever. And again, you don't have to be a millionaire, but you will never be rich, you will never have freedom if you continue trading your time for money. How I make money is I sell my skills. I help people with a transformation. People can make money from leveraging high income skills like sales or marketing or strategy or whatever. You can sell, oh my goodness, confirmation burp. You can sell your knowledge, your life experience. Look at any great artist. Usually it comes out of pain, right? The harder your life started out, the more childhood trauma, the more life lessons, the more pain, the more that you struggled, the more you had to work on yourself, the more you had to learn to become the person you are today. You can use that. Turn your pain into profits. I tell people, turn your purpose into profits. You have this life purpose. There's something in you that you can teach other people that you can make money off of. That's what every content creator is doing. That is what every online coach is doing. That is what every online business owner is doing. They're leveraging their skills and their knowledge regardless of what it is. There's people making millions. I specifically know of a woman who is making millions teaching people how to teach their dogs to dance with them, do choreography. Teaching people how to create courses, obviously. There's people who are teaching how to cook, how to heal, how to be a better parent, how to garden, how to work on your resume, there's so many different things. You could literally think of anything. That could be you. But the reason most people don't succeed is not because they don't know how, it's not because they can't, it's not because even they're scared, it's because they don't try. They think they're not creative. They don't give themselves the opportunity to let the idea breathe. The human experience is creating. We are the only living creature on earth that can create art. All animals, all living beings can create life. But we are the only ones that can think and create our own ideas. Everyone is an artist. No, maybe not everyone is going to be a genius when it comes to music, like Beethoven or Bach or whoever else, right? Or they might not be the next Picasso or painter, but everyone is creative in their own way. I used to think I wasn't creative. And the truth is, it's because I was so obsessed with overthinking and putting myself down, thinking it's not going to be good enough or people aren't going to like it, that I never put it out into the world. I never wanted to spend the time learning and being bad at something, which is how you get good at something. Creativity is, sure, painting, drawing, it's music, it's dancing, it's business, it's healing, any kind of healer work, even medicine. It can all be art. Even podcasting or writing or blogging or anything in life can be art. Fashion, makeup, we can all, even problem solving. I did business consulting where I would solve problems. That's very creative. You have to think outside of the box. And now I literally turn my ideas, my passions, my purpose into money. I promise you, your ideas are worth so much money. You don't even know it because you're not letting yourself create. It could be a product. It can be an idea. It could be literally anything. But this is the magic. This is what changed my life is I stopped trying to make things perfect. I stopped trying to seek validation, even social media, content creation. My reel, I was so obsessed with like, okay, well, I've got to get the hook and it's got to be aesthetic and I got to do this and I got to do that. And the podcast, I'm like, oh, well, it's all going to look the same and I got to post it a certain way and I have to have the cover art and everything else. That's all bullshit. If you believe it has to be perfect, if you believe it needs all these things, if you believe that you have to make money from it, if you believe you put all this pressure on it to perform, you are basically just setting yourself up for failure. The second I detached, the second I realized my self-worth, the second I did it for fun, for joy, for creativity, that's when it blew up. That's when I started getting more followers. That's when I started going viral. That's when I started making money. It's not about being perfect. Art is not perfect. It's cliche, but the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It doesn't matter what it is, just create. We have this creative energy in us that is dying to come out. Right now, I have so many ideas that are coming into my brain. I can't even put them out into the world fast enough. So that's something that I'm working on is like, you have to execute quickly. Go read I think it's The Artist's Way. Yeah, The Artist's Way. It's a great book to help you be able to stop overthinking and just get it out. Get it onto paper. I have a journal next to my bed. I'm always writing stuff down because I have my best ideas right before I fall asleep and right when I wake up in the morning. And I don't want to forget them, so I always make sure I write them down. But create, put it out in the world. Start the business or scale the business. Create a different idea in your business. Create the product. Create the online course. Create the mug. Create the t-shirt. Create the painting. Create the scrapbook. Create the story. Create the blog. Create the recipe. Create whatever it is that is on your heart and in your soul. That is your purpose. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just got to get it out. And as you get it out and you start letting it come, it starts steamrolling and going faster and faster. When I stopped caring, when I just started posting on social media, when I started just talking to the camera, when I started writing, the ideas started coming faster and faster and better and quicker, to the point quicker. And they start evolving. But it can't evolve if you keep it in your vault. The only way it can evolve is by putting it out into the world and then over time iterating and changing and growing and improving. And honestly, you are the person that you become while creating is truly the art. I am not the person that I was a year ago or 2 years ago or 5 years ago. Entrepreneurship, creating, sharing my ideas, sharing my thoughts, building community, helping others, watching other people grow has changed me. And I hope that everyone allows themselves the opportunity to do the same for themselves. What is on your heart or in your mind or things that you've been through, it's all for a reason. We are all a connected consciousness. We are all just energy and atoms, just like the earth and the flowers and the birds and all the people. What if someone is asking for your idea, or for that clothing line, or for that makeup tutorial, or for that recipe, right? A lot of people think that these ideas, maybe they're not even yours. I don't know. I personally believe this is my life's purpose. This is why I was put on this planet, was to help people grow and evolve and change their mind and manifest their dream lives. I did not go through all the heartache and pain and growth for nothing. No, there's no way. And neither did you. If it's on your heart, if it's in your mind, it's because the future you already has it. Future you is sending you signals. The collective consciousness, earth, God, source, whatever you believe in, angels, your ancestors, we're all working together. And it's coming to you, and you need to let it flow through you, because you have no idea how your life is going to change. You have no idea how good it's going to get. The second you believe, the second you realize how much power you have, when you control your mind, when you control your emotions, when you control your thoughts, when you can heal your nervous system, when you can change your patterns, when you can say, I'm the one who's going to hold all the pain and the trauma or the anger or the lessons and transmute it into beauty, into helping others, you're healing your bloodline. You are filling your bank account, I promise. You might not make money right away. I sure as hell didn't, but it turns everything around. And honestly, you have to do it for the right reasons. Because when I started, I was like, I gotta be rich, and I gotta be amazing, and I gotta do this, and I need the fame and the recognition. It wasn't working, because again, I was controlling the outcome. But when I let go, that is when everything changed. My camera overheated. So, anyways, just to recap, if you feel uneasy, if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel like you're not where you're supposed to be, it's because you are shifting into this next chapter. Lean into it. Listen to your intuition, listen to your gut, listen to your heart, stop overthinking, and just move. Create. There's a reason that you want it, because in the future, you already have it. But you have to take the actions. You have to be the person. You have to think and act and feel like the person who has all those things, because that's you in the future. So we have to collapse that timeline. This is it. It's the next chapter. It's the next level in the video game. But the only way to get through it is you. It's the boss level, right? The level where you face the boss and you win the game. It's by facing who you are, your shortcomings, take accountability, look in the mirror and see, where am I falling short? Where am I letting fear win? Where am I playing small? Where am I caring what other people think? Who would the badass version of me, how would they show up? How would they think? How would they move through the world? And if you want any help doing this, if you're ready for one-on-one coaching, if you're ready to invest in yourself, if you want community and accountability and support to be able to rewire your subconscious, to be able to put all of this knowledge and implement it, no more podcasts and books and trying to create your own system, but having someone to walk you through it, to be able to understand you and see you and support you along the way, because trust me, it's lonely and it's hard, then book a one-on-one call. Let's see if it's a good fit to work together. And if not, at least make sure you subscribe so you're not missing these weekly podcasts. I also have my blog on Substack if you want to subscribe to that. The link is also in my bio. Follow me on Instagram so you're not missing any updates. A lot of big things are coming, like I said. I'm here. I believe in you. I want to see you win. I want to help as many people as humanly possible. I want to see them succeed. I want to see them healthy. I want to see them happy. I want to see them rich as fuck. I want you to be the first millionaire in your bloodline. I want you to sell your knowledge and your dreams and purpose and art and create. And I will do whatever I can to help you get there. Thank you. I would not be where I'm at if it wasn't for all of you. So thank you. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for being here. Thanks for listening. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being a part of this journey and this collective and this community. And I cannot wait to see where you go. Until next week. I hope you act like the confident, badass person that you are, starting today. Don't wait until tomorrow. It starts today. See you next week.